Two teas in a pod, we chat all day. News to film, we got so much to say. Laughs and giggles over our cup of tea. Husband-wife duo making history. Turning headlines to jokes on the spot. Celebs on screen, guess who got caught? Sip the tea while breaking down the plot. In this little pod, we've got a lot. Two teas in a pod, that's where you'll find a dose of news with a sip on wine. From the latest flicks to morning chime. Tea and talk, it's podcast time. Couch critics with opinions so vast. From the golden age to new recasts. Mic in hand, we dig up the past. With each sip, the time goes so fast. Oh, the laughs spill like a drop of tea. Behind the mic, just you and me. Breaking news under the family tree. Podcast dreams come naturally. Every twist in the plot we lay bare. Movie magic moments that we share. With every sip, there's love in the air. Two teas in a pod, without a care. Two teas in a pod, that's where you'll find a dose of news with a sip on wine. From the latest flicks to morning chime. Tea and talk, it's podcast time. Couch critics with opinions so vast. From the golden age to new recast. Mic in hand, we dig up the past. With each sip, the time goes so fast. Oh, the laughs spill like a drop of tea. Behind the mic, just you and me. Breaking news under the family tree. Podcast dreams come naturally. Every twist in the plot we lay bare. Movie magic moments that we share. With every sip, there's love in the air. Two teas in a pod, without a care.
Hey, and we are live again. This time, guys, you've also got the animal cam on down below. You can see the puppies. Basically, Rosie's beating up Poppy at this rate. But good to see you, chat. Thank you very much indeed for joining us for episode number 2 of Two Teas in a Pod. The small podcast, 30 minutes to an hour, but basically husband and wife duo, Tombi and Tam, just spitting balls, talking about stuff, Merry Christmases, dogs, animals, news, politics, games, anything we can think of. Good evening to you all. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing, Tam?
Good evening, all. And it may get loud because these two are really, really going at it tonight.
Yeah, so I got this cup, guys. This is my newest cup. And yes, let's face it, boobies are my favourite.
And yes, guys, I bought it for him.
Yeah, she bought it for me.
So you pointing the wrong way too.
Yeah, the problem is, because it's all mirrored, I need to remember that if I want to point at you, you're on this screen over here kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get the animal cam as well, so go tit. And the shame of it is I can't change like the wording on that specific camera. So I would have liked to have had it as the Poppy Rosie cam or the animal cam. But they're having fun. As you can tell, they're having fun. How we doing, guys? Say hello. Jack with a nice title. That is courtesy of Nerd Tapes. So,
Yep.
Nerd Tapes when we were playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's when we'd stop playing and we were just chatting afterwards.
Yeah, so we had a chat for probably half an hour, probably half an hour, thereabouts. And I think Jay basically turned around and said, "You want to do this regularly?" And then he came up with a name as well. So, needless to say, when someone comes up with an idea like that, these two monkeys are so loud.
I know.
I think Poppy's like, "No, I've had enough." Rosie's like, "I'm gonna get you."
Yeah. So Rosie was basically 6.5 kilos when we got her. She's now 6 weeks on and 15.5 kilos. So in 6 weeks she put on 9 kilos.
Yeah, I wanted specifically to obviously get the animal cam going downstairs so that everybody could see the size difference of her now. I mean, she's not small. She's no longer a little chod. Honestly, she is freaking a little. I mean, she's stealing the blanket off Poppy's sofa at the moment. And they do this constantly. They have their little scraps, and Rosie usually wins because Poppy's scared of hurting her. And incidentally, Poppy did actually manage to hurt her last night, jumping off the bed. Managed to stand right on Rosie's leg. And my good God, I thought we were in for a vet's trip because Rosie was hobbling. But lucky enough, a bit of a dad leg rub and a bit of a massage, and yeah, she's walked it off. So let's say hello to the rest of the chat. Rick, good to see you. Great pair of teas here. Yes. I mean, I've got my tea. Tam's got her coffee. But good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And yes, Daily Dysfunction. How you doing, sis? How you doing, Daily? Good to see you, mate. Ben Dover's in the house as well. The brother from another mother. How you doing, brother? Let's keep on scaling down. Andy Matthews. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Psychotic Mongoose as well. I need to leave these messages up slightly longer because I flick between them and I still remember it takes like 10 seconds for the message to appear. It's nice. The transition's pretty. But if I click them too quickly, you don't get to see them. Tombi, is that song an AI creation? Vocals too. Yes. And in fact, I can show you this actually. So Suno, which is obviously what everybody's been using for their creation of music, has just launched their updated engine, which is version 4. Now, with version 4, what you get to do is, at the top there, version 4 has entered the chat, crisper audio, better lyrics, more creative song structures, let's cook. So what you end up doing is on the right-hand side, or any one of the tunes you've created before, you can remaster it. So if I was to look at all of the stuff that I've created in the past, go to my library, let's find the Andy's good tune. Right. So let's find this one, which I think is no, not one. This one here. So this one here, it's just a case of create and then remaster with version 4. Let it run. And what comes out of the other end is crisper, none of that digitized sound that we all know that we hear with the AI music. A lot of that digitization is gone. So I actually subscribe to the kind of like the monthly package with Suno because I'm going to be creating tunes for shitloads of stuff. Loads of different videos, loads of different games, loads of different streams. I'm going to end up creating full packages for. So I don't know if that's echoing for you. It definitely is for me. So we won't play it all, but I'm going to download that. I'm going to send it across to Andy because the vocals on this will be crystal clear, my friend. Be crystal clear. Reclaw, I heard you had a small YouTube shout out a few weeks ago, and I got a sub from that. So thank you, Reclaw. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Yes. So I tend to trawl the internet quite regularly, especially on a Sunday. So on a Sunday, I will do the Sunday Spotlight, which is kind of like a regular small streamers and creators kind of like spotlight to kind of like share those smaller streamers, new creators that I'm finding or other people are recommending to me. I share those with my chat and then we share them on Twitter and everything else. So the Sunday Spotlight is all about that. So yeah, Reclaw, you're amongst friends here, my friend. So hopefully you like the content. Certainly, most of the time I'm gaming. We got a podcast on a Wednesday for the Hump Day Chinwag. We've got this new daily one. But actually, quite importantly, we were going to do it Monday through to Friday, have weekends off. But it's actually going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Those 4 days. We may reduce it just to 3 days, but at the minute it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because we've got the Hump Day Chinwag on Wednesday. Doesn't seem to be much point to bounce from one podcast straight into another podcast. So, and the idea behind this is just to have a general chinwag. What's been going on? What's been going on in chat? What you've been up to? How everybody is.
Yeah, did my mic actually mute while I was telling Poppy off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Poppy and Poppy started barking, and I think I got 3 barks into it, and then you obviously muted it. But yes, it is Christmas readily approaching us. It's Christmas time in the Tombi household, or the Tombi Tam household. I've got my Christmas tree, my little mini Christmas tree is up. So let me do that. Wrong way. So my little Christmas tree, bar humbug and all that stuff. Look at that. Merry Christmases. And yeah, it's got its own lights and everything. It's great. And Tam's been putting loads of stuff around, so getting all of the Christmas ornaments. The house is slowly getting there. So you can see a few items of Christmas decoration around.
Yeah, I've got the bad bit to do, which is the lights on the tree, and I hate it.
Yeah, if it's one job Tam hates in terms of Christmas, is shoving the Christmas lights on. Whereas I love it because I try and tie them so tightly around the tree, you can never get them off again. How you doing, Abe? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
Well, it's not that my once bushy tree ends up all scrunched up because you wind the lights too tight.
Yes. Lee, good evening, chat and parents. How you doing, Lee? It's good to see you, mate. It's good to see you. What's your Suno link again? I miss Netrunner. 2 seconds, mate. I can get that directly for you. Library.
So Poppy's been a pain in the rear end tonight.
Well, there's hardly
So I'm going to disappear for 2 seconds.
Yeah. It's all good. I'm just going to grab this link. So for the double Ds, there is the Suno link. But I'm going to be creating loads of different tunes. I'm almost tempted to do a kind of like on the Sunday Spotlight, just do a couple of Suno created tunes for various different projects. And if anybody needs one in the chat, seeing as I've got 2,500 credits to use a month, if people have got their own channel and they want a tune for a specific thing, let's freaking create it. Let's create it. All of the tunes that we create are going to be on Discord as well. Discord link is in the description on Linktree. So, yeah, Reclaw, I've got to get back to it. But have a great day. Reclaw, thank you very much indeed for popping in, mate. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Rick, I usually put the tree in the middle of the living room floor and walk around it. I don't mess around. Well, my arms are not long enough.
Yeah, she's
reach
got
around the
midget
tree.
arms. I mean, you've got to understand that you're talking about someone who's basically got the height of a 10-year-old child, and the arm span and the leg span. Reese Ryder, how you doing, brothers? Good to see you. Good to see you. Rick, I've got to say, I was having a blast doing AI blurps on Yanni's stream. That's actually funny. I'm gonna add a screen to this. Let's create that. Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, why is there a bloody motorbike going past? Bloody typical.
His third time past.
Yeah, he's beginning to really grip my shit because he's clearly running smoky treat substances around the neighborhood. Add to scene, and let's change. So obviously everyone can still hear us.
Yeah, what have you done that for?
Well, I wanted to very specifically test something. Soon as we can. We've got plenty of time. I'm gonna shut up, you. It's like the magic of technology. Just make it go big. Shut up. Do as you're told, woman. Right. So we're basically back to where we were before, where we've got everything sorted. Right now, I can get rid of, and this is the good thing with EV Mux, guys, because EV Mux you can do this, whereas things like StreamYards, you can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an additional layer, and this is specifically for web source. This is specifically for a certain boob in chat. Blurbs. I want Rick to be able to test this. I'm going to go back to the other mode in a second. Copy browser link. Paste. Oh, go away. Refresh web source. Cool. Rick, do you want to test a blurb for me? Do you want to test a blurb for me? I'm going to put it... Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it over here so it's less in the way. Cool. Happy days. Right. Lock that off. Ooh. There we go. Cool beans. Yeah, blurps. Well, it's less about blurps. It's EV Mux. So when StreamYards put their prices up, because they put their prices up, I was paying $49.99 a month for the access. When they put it up to $89.99, that was taking the fucking piss.
Yeah.
So as a result, obviously, I jumped across to EV Mux, which was Ryan Roger Raffe over at Reality Based, his recommendation, because obviously he had been using the free version. I looked at the free version. The free version actually did give us quite a lot. Crimson Shadow, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you, mate. Ryan recommended it. And as a result, I jumped ship. And as soon as I realized that you could treat EV Mux as if it was a web-based version of OBS, it was fantastic because it was doing everything that we needed it to do.
Apparently, blurps aren't connected.
Oh, well, that's a bit gay. Well, we'll deal with that next time. No worries. What I was going to do? Let's have a look at anything going on in the world. Anything going on in the world today? Well, I mean, the thing is most of it has been obviously Hunter Biden related news in terms of stuff going on. What pardon. Kash Patel, Trump's. So Trump has also appointed Kash Patel to head up the FBI, and Kash Patel is not taking any fucking prisoners. I think he's probably going to end up just running into the FBI building and just sack everyone. East Rodo. So I'm using EV Mux. That one there. So if I grab this link for you, it's bloody good software. Really is good.
I don't actually read the news because it's so goddamn depressing.
Well, to be honest, I would actually agree with you that for the most part, we don't actually pay too much attention to the news because it's full of shit. You can't trust it.
Yeah.
You really can't trust it.
The thing is, for the most part, doesn't matter who's writing, they've got an agenda.
Yeah, of course they have.
Nothing is ever impartial.
Yeah,
but they never report on anything that's nice.
That goes the same for any government organisation, any political, any religious, or anything like that. The second I see it in the news, I just can't believe most of what's going on until I've done my own kind of like investigations and my own research into it. And even then, you've got to be bloody careful. You've got to be bloody careful of making the wrong conclusion, because most of the sources for this shit are bogus or crap, or statistics is, as you know. So one of the things that does my wife's head in, and she'll fucking turn around and agree on this. If there is one single thing, right, see behind Tams's head. This is a perfect example. See behind Tams's head, there is the signpost for Santa's workshop and Mrs. Claus's
kitchen,
bathroom, or whatever.
Kitchen.
I can spot anything, even if it's a fraction, and I mean the smallest gnat's cock.
If that's wonky, that's your fault because you.
No. That's fine. That's hanging fine. That's hanging completely fine because it's hanging on string and gravity's sorted it out. So there's me earlier, and I spot a spindle on the stairs that is ever so slightly crooked, and Tams is fucking. But when it comes to looking at the accuracy of things, statistics, maths, charts, and all of this stuff that they put in the news, and I'm thinking, you've used a sample size of 1,000 people to try and persuade the argument that 60% of a country is voting for Camel Toe Harris. You've asked 1,000 people, right? Let's have a look at where the 1,000 people come from. Oh, they're all from pretty much a Democratic-led area. There's no impartiality there. And this is the problem with mainstream media. And this is why we're seeing the advent over the course of the last 10 years where YouTube, Twitter, and some other organizations or some other platforms are becoming the news source, because you can't trust mainstream media. People are waking up. Yeah, Jonathan Stevie hits the nail on the head. There are lies, there are damn lies, and then there's statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
totally
really is a load of crap.
Yeah, and
well, I've got an echo.
Who's got an echo?
Me.
Why have you got an echo?
I don't know. I could hear me.
You shouldn't do.
No, that was really weird.
Can you still hear it?
No, stop now.
Oh, weird. Very weird. But problematic. John's in the house. Who's trying to turn me into an early grave with Discord servers. Bastard. No, all good, John. All good. So one of the things I'm helping John with is John's got one of the best networked Discord servers that I've ever seen. Now, the problem with it is because there's so many creators, so many people using it, there is thousands upon thousands of notifications, and a lot of them you're probably not even interested in. So what I'm writing is an application that will allow the users to kind of like customize what they're listening to and seeing in terms of notifications. Not hiding any of the kind of like the channels there, because mine's there, Smooth's there, loads of great big content creators are all on the server and being tracked, and all of our live content goes across there. But one of the things that I'm doing for John is writing some code, writing a bot that's basically going to sit in the background and mute what you don't want to see. It's fairly straightforward. But yes, good old John boy. Good old John. Davey Verse, thanks Brexit for his awakening. Yep. They were mentioning in the news today that Brexit has added something like 4 billion onto food cost. And I'm like,
really?
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So what you've got, looking at just very quickly looking at it, is because we're having to pay higher import costs. The food prices have gone up, and therefore the supermarkets are charging the customers more, which we're definitely seeing a higher price.
But then what's their excuse for the stuff that's produced in this country, and it's even bloody dearer than what we import?
Because this is the problem, isn't it? Because the supermarkets are not giving the greengrocer, the milkman, the guys that are in the UK, the good cost of the goods. And as a result, when you want to go directly to these people, they're having to charge you an arm and a leg because they're not getting it from the supermarket. They're not getting a fair shake from the supermarkets. And the fact is, the bloody government sends billions of pounds across to
French farmers.
Fucking wankers.
French farmers. What the fuck?
We've got a random Alec Baldwin's finger in the chat. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, and this is the thing. Yes, I stand behind Alec Baldwin's finger. Indeed, John. Indeed. Yeah, the cost of the food is skyrocketing because the government's not investing in the farmers in the UK or in the dairy farms or whatever. All of that money is going elsewhere. And as a result, costs are skyrocketing in the UK. Fucking, it's so simple to sort these things out. Lower the tariffs, lower the costs, lower the tax.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should go back to completely supporting our farmers and fucking everyone else off.
Yeah. Davey First says £2.30 for a few pints in the local farm by mine. Right. Can you remember the cost of a loaf of bread? I would say 10 years ago.
No.
You could probably pay £1, roughly £1.27 was the cost of a loaf of bread. A reasonable cost of a loaf of bread. You're paying double that now for shite. Double that for shite. I'm one for having things fresh. I much prefer fresh, scratch baked stuff. I much prefer fresh veg. I much prefer fresh meat. If I can go down to the butcher's and grab a couple of steaks, I would sooner pay 40 quid to a butcher for a decent couple of steaks, which we generally do every payday. Yeah. Which it was payday last week and we didn't have steaks, so I'm kind of upset now. I'm going to cry.
And you went to the farm today.
I went to the farm today, so I kind of like boo-booed.
You did.
But I'm not at work for the rest of the week, so I can go tomorrow and get a couple of nice steaks and feed the wife my meat. She loves my meat in her mouth. Yeah, there's a massive amount of debt going on. But it's not just the UK. You look at any country in the world, they're up to their nuts in guts worth of debt. I mean, China is way beyond anything any other country is in.
But we've always been in that much debt.
Yeah. So, Green agenda has hurt farmers the most. That it has. I've got a lot of time for farmers. I've got a lot of time for milk producers, butchers, all of this, because it's not an easy job. And let's face it, without them, we're going hungry. ultimately, we are going hungry because most people don't even know how to fucking forage for their own food or deal with their own food. Can you imagine some of the kids these days being given a plot on an allotment where they've got to rotate their produce on a seasonal basis to make sure that they're getting the most out of it? Christ. And this is another reason why we're looking at moving across to the US. Because we want to have some sustainability in kind of like growing our own crops out the back. Vegetables and fruit are just easy. You can grow fruit and veg very, very easily. You just need to worry about the timings and the protection when frost and the snow comes. But then you've got greenhouses.
I mean, the thing is, I can a lot of the kids I went to school with, their parents had farms, dairy farms, whatever. And when I was a kid, when I used to stay down the road with my nana and granddad, we used to walk down to the farm every morning, which was 2 or 3 miles. We used to walk down the lane to the farm, pick up our milk, pick up our eggs. If they'd slaughtered, we used to pick up bacon and sausages and walk home and have breakfast. All fresh.
I'm gonna answer a question. So Lee's asking a question here. How can a government be in debt? Who are the government in debt to, though? Hedge firms, insurance companies, pension firms. So what happens is the government basically buys against policies to do X amount. They tax for everything else. The tax is usually what's coming in to pay the kind of like the cost of borrowing money from these pension pots and investment firms. But that's generally what happens. Overseas investors, so quite a lot of the time, overseas states and entities will also make money available for any government, really, as long as you have a certain rating with the International Bank Fund, whatever it may be. But yeah, banks and financiers, banks are involved because most of the pension pots and everything like that are just going through financiers and banks and banking systems. I'm just muting because some fucking arsehole's going past on his bike again, prick.
It's both of them. It's him at the end and him round the corner.
He's a fucking arsehole. He's just going around. No word of a lie, guys. He is literally delivering marijuana by Uber. I might
Uber.
Fucking Deliveroo order out, and this cunt will come round and deliver me some smoky treats. But Abe says Earth is in debt to Jupiter. Well, it's better than Uranus.
Fingering is...
Fuck! Wrong one. Fuck! We ended up getting fingered by Yanni instead.
Do you know
this is the thing.
I'm freezing my arse off now.
Why? Have you got the back door open?
Yes, because of the bitches.
Back door, then.
Well, if I get up to shut the back door, they're wolf to come in.
Fuck them. They're Bernese mountain dogs. They survive in the Alps and in the Swiss mountains where it's freaking snow all the time. They live in sub-zero temperatures where they'll just let the snow fucking pile across them. So
yes.
let me go full screen, bugger off and close the door. Just mute your mic.
I'll shut it and they'll want to come in, so I'll have to get up again.
Rick says fingering Uranus. No, that's definitely only something Stasis and Abe get up to. So that's fine. That's fine. Midget says, it's okay, I'll come park my car across the road. Yeah, do it. Do it. So Midget's also been...
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I can't shut it because Rose is laying right across the step.
Oh, what a twat. Midget is invested in a driving simulation rig. So he's doing all drifting and all sorts. It's actually quite funny. I'm tempted to go around his house and just have a play. Yes, together, dirty buggers. Tombi and I had the same idea. Yes, we did, Daily. Yes, we did. There he is. There's Trouble himself. I actually mentioned your name with regards to EV Mux, Ryan. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. So, Ryan Roger out there, reality-based. Have you got mod status on the... You should have mod status. So one of the things that I generally tell everybody to do, especially wrenched creators, is drop your links into chat. And that goes for... And in fact, I need to sort Alec Baldwin's finger out as well. Yes, fingering buttholes and everything in between. Right. Ease Froder. Add as moderator. And anybody that I notice, so when I pop across to other people's streams, like Will of the Fans, a good example, if I see people that are modded on their channels, I tend to add them as mods and stuff on mine. Not to mod, but to drop your shit. Drop your links. So ABF, so Alex Baldwin's finger, East Roder, I've added you on there. Did I? Right, Ryan as well. Ryan, you've got mod rights. Please feel free to drop your stuff into chat anytime you're in chat. It's a good way of getting exposed to a different audience at the end of the day. A different audience. No, you're more than welcome, brother. You're more than welcome. And it's
so did you sort out your boo-boo? Where you booked to go out on the 13th?
Yeah. So on the 13th of December, I had arranged, to go out drinking with Lance and any other YouTubers that are local in London. So instead of the 13th, to give people a little bit more kind of like notice, it's going to be the following weekend now. So it's going to be the 20th, which is a Friday, I believe. Yeah, so 20th.
Dog sitting, please, Lee.
Yeah, so Midget, you're coming around here. You're going to dog sit. Me and Tam are going to go into London, and we're going to meet up with Lance and whoever else wants to pop into London and come for a drink. So yeah, everyone's more than welcome. I'm going to stick some community notes onto mine, onto Ickles, onto Discord, as well as onto Twitter. Lance is going to do the same. So Lance over at the Outcast Creatives, who is actually releasing his book today, and he's going to be on the Hump Day Chinwag. He is going to be the special guest tomorrow. So Lance, good friend of the channel. He's going to be popping into the podcast tomorrow evening. Lee says, just let me know the date. Yes, I will let you know it's the 20th of December again for the third time, you deaf fucking plank.
Oi!
Drinks in London on a Friday during December. Yes. Yes. Because Friday's a lot easier to deal with because most people London stand drinking, hope the natives aren't restless. Now, there's certain places that we'll go to. We're almost tempted to go to exactly the same location that the Friday Night Tights meetup was, because most people knew where it was, and it's actually not a bad bar to just turn up in. We are going to send an email across to them and just say we're just going to have a few groups of people. So nothing massive. We're not expecting anything Friday Night Tight size. Probably a microcosm of that. There's probably only going to be about 10, maybe 15. If we can get up to 20, that would be amazing. But it's going to be absolutely packed everywhere. Yep. And that's the fun of it. But the thing is, we are actually reaching out to them so we can just get a bit of the area just cordoned off. Just get a bit of the area cordoned off, which is fine. Daily Dysfunction, thank you for linking the Extra Life charity. I'm going to be doing a second charity stream. So we absolutely smashed the goal for the charity by like 40-odd%. So I upped the goal for the end of year, and I'm just going to be doing probably a 12-hour stream at some point in December just to See if we can push that a little bit extra. But thank you, Daily Dysfunction, for jumping in. Midget Gaming. Oh, Lee's jumped across to his other account. So there's Lee's gaming channel. If you want to see some skidding around and crashing of cars in a professional drifting gaming rig, jump across over to Midget Gaming. And yes, he is a midget. He's like his mummy. So Tam,
Me?
she's like 4'10". What's that in centimeters?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have
Is
to
it
look
like
in
154?
No, it's 140 something.
4'10".
About
Is
148.
147.
Oh,
So
there you go.
Tam is 147 centimeters tall. She is a midget. And Lee's no taller, really.
Well, he is.
Yeah,
Slightly.
all right. He's a Nax cock taller. Anaki's in the house as well. Good to hear. Midget, you're not 163. Fuck off.
No, you're not.
You are not 163 centimeters because I am, you dense motherfucker, and I tower over you. Fucking 163, you lime. What you wearing?
153
clogs and standing on a box to get that fucking height, lime shit. Fucking.
I had the option. All right, so when Lee was younger, they wanted to put him on growth hormone.
Yeah.
But the problem at that point was that the growth hormone came from cows, and we were in the middle of mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease time, wasn't it?
So it was either make him grow taller and risk him getting brain damage,
Yeah.
or let him be.
All Tam's kids are jockeys. Some of them. Some of them are actually taller. Some of them are closer to my height.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lee is exactly the right height and build for a jockey.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Lee is a perfect build for a jockey. I mean, you look at Jamie. Jamie, the eldest daughter. In fact, all of the daughters are all midgets. Lee's tiny. The only ones that are not are the eldest, Tom, and the youngest. And the youngest is taller than fucking everybody.
Oh,
I mean, the
Tons.
youngest definitely is a genetic throwback because he is closer to 6 foot. Fucking motherfucker's taller than me. I'll still put him on his ass though.
288 centimetres. That seems very tall.
Rick's trying to claim that he is like 9 foot tall.
Yeah. No.
I'm actually tempted to.
180 centimetres is 6 foot.
Yeah. Yeah, 288 centimetres is 9'4".
Yeah.
Fuck off. Can you imagine? He's basic. Yeah, try 188. Rick, you are now going to be called fucking Lurch. That's it. You are now going to be called Lurch, my dude. A typo, a blooper. Yeah, we're gonna start calling him Lurch because that'd be fucking funny as fuck. Wouldn't work anyway. Height is genetically predetermined. It is. I mean, the thing is that even these archaic contraptions where they literally cut the bone and put the splints between to force grow the bone still doesn't do it properly because you look at the damage it does to your legs. It's like, fuck that. Fucking breaking your legs, chopping a lump out, or, well, cutting it in half, putting spaces between, and then just waiting for the bones to regrow. Fuck, Jesus Christ. I would sooner just be short, which I am, clearly.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. I don't take any notice of it.
No, I mean, the thing is, I don't take any notice of it. And it's going to be funny. What's the average height of people in America? That'll be the interesting thing. obviously, so one of the things that we want to do over the next 2 years is move across to the States. 3 years, 2 years, whatever it comes. But I'd be interested to see average height USA by state. Because I mean, the thing is, we want to move to Tennessee. So I want to know if we're gonna turn up and we're gonna be like fucking Oompa Loompas, or we're actually gonna be reasonably. Well, I'm gonna fit in a little bit closer than you are. You are gonna literally be an Oompa Loompa wherever you go. The average height of men in the tallest states is 5'10" and is shared by Montana, South Dakota. Oh, fuck off, you cunts! Alabama, Tennessee, Utah, and Nebraska. So everyone's going to be fucking taller than we are.
But I'm used to everybody being taller than me.
Yeah. The average height of men in California is 5'9". Yes. Making them the second shortest men in the country. That's because they got small dicks as well. The average height of women in South Dakota is 5'5", making them the tallest women in the country. Really? The average height of women in Hawaii is just under 5'3". Mate, you are gonna be a circus fucking midget when you go out to the States. Maybe that's gonna be your new profession. Is be a circus midget. That'd be funny as fuck. Reese Rhoda is 5'9". Yeah, I'm only 5'6". 5'5.5". Yeah, 5'5.5". Gary is supposed to be 6 foot, but I don't think I'm quite that. But I was slightly taller when I met him. It depends. Obviously, I mean, the thing is, it comes down to shoes.
I've shrunk in the wash.
Yeah, shrunk in the wash. Shrunk in the wash. Abe says, my pinky is longer and more talented than your dick. Okay, so they're swinging dicks in chat now. They're swinging dicks in chat. Do you know what? We've actually got a shitload of people joined us today. So thank you very much indeed for stopping with us, guys. It's always a pleasure to see loads of people. Like we said, this is going to be kind of like the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday short stream, general chinwag.
Chat. And chat with guys.
No agenda. We don't want to put an agenda to this because the idea is the conversation can go anywhere. Can go anywhere, talk about anything. We can talk about stuff that's going on in the news. We can bloody talk about cooking. I mean, we're having the grandkids this weekend, so we're going to be doing some cooking. Biscuits. Christmas biscuits.
Yeah, I'm going to do chocolate Rice Krispie puddings.
Chocolate Rice Krispie. So Tam's going to do the chocolate Rice Krispie puddings. I'm going to be doing the gingerbread men and everything in between. So I love cooking. And I love
hate it. I can cook, as Tombi will attest to, because he ate my shepherd's pie.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Tam can cook pretty much anything, apart from, I'd probably say you wouldn't be able to do a Chinese because it's too much fluff.
It's too much pissing around.
But give her a roast dinner, give her a casserole, give her a stew, give her cottage pie or anything like that. And my good God, chef's kiss. And I had the nicest cottage pie today. I'll fucking demolish that shit. Like it was fucking Seabiscuit. Just ate it. But absolutely, why have I still got Abe's pinky is longer than his dick still on screen? Oh yeah, Ryan. Sorry, I should have said 2 T's in a pod is basically husband and wife duo. So Ickle, Tam, Destiny's Bears, many different channels. She's building her channels up. She's actually live on her channel as well. Is Tombi's wife, and she's downstairs. I get the upstairs. I get my own room, and she gets downstairs in the cold with the dogs.
Yep, I get downstairs in the freezing cold with the back door open in the middle of bloody winter.
Yes. Yep, Michelle Clark, I told you Montana or South Dakota was the place to go. I can't wait to go to the States next year. I mean, our flights are booked. Our flight to work.
Yes, and we've had a slight disaster already because the daughter-in-law was staying here for 3 weeks to look after Poppy and the cats.
Yep.
And because she works from home, so she can easily stay here and work, she's just about to lose her job.
Yep. Fuck. Do you know what I
Government
find?
cutbacks.
Do you know what I find flabbergasting? Tombi, do you do homemade glaciered fruits? No, I've never tried actually. It'd be interesting to do. But government cutbacks in the UK, why is it's always at Christmas? Just before people are due to go on holiday for Christmases, they find out they're getting sacked. How fucking disrespectful and disgusting can you be? It's fucking disgusting. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. I bet I can walk into whatever business she's in, look at the bureaucracy and say, why are you wasting all your time doing X, Y, Z? Streamline that process. You can cut down on all of this. Do you want to tell you what it is? So for those that don't know, I'm in the IT consultant trade. And a lot of the stuff that I do is process related and analyze lots and lots of analysis. I can take a business process, and break it down into components and then look at where we can streamline. Now, I always turn around and say, you are going to save probably 80% of your wasted admin time by using automating processes. Great.
2 secs. It's April 1st, Jonathan.
April the 1st. Yeah, John.
Yeah.
April the 1st. So that's the start of the financial year. Grim! How you doing, brother? So I'll look at these processes, put things in place to reduce the administrative burden on a business. Now, what's supposed to happen is that freed time is then supposed to be put to something more useful, like growing a business or helping customers or whatever it may be. At no point should a business put processes in place to streamline activities and then cut the workforce. That is fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking nasty.
She works for the council.
Yeah, but the point of using AI tools, even though it's not actually technically AI, it's just a regurgitation engine and nothing more. The point of using these tools is to reduce the administrative burden to allow someone to work on something more important, more productive, or more kind of like in line with the business's strategic goals. Is not to reduce the size of the workforce. If you're reducing the size of the workforce, you've missed the fucking point. You've absolutely missed the point. But yeah, and the bonuses as well. Crimson's right, because the thing is that when they sack people just before Christmas, most bonuses are paid January through to. I mean, I don't get mine until
March,
if I'm lucky. Fucking
yeah, and your financial year is the end
December.
of the year.
Yeah, mine's December, which is fine.
Yeah, that's January to the end of December.
Yeah, which is completely fine. But I mean, the thing is that the bonus hasn't been worth fucking printing the last few years. No. DB, Ryan's got to set up a show now, folks. Have a great show. Yeah, we're going to be calling it ourselves. We're gonna definitely be keeping this down to the hour. So anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour is more than long enough for a short podcast. We don't want to talk too much. We don't take too much of your time. Plus, I didn't play any games last night, and I've got fucking hankering for playing some video games.
Scrooged.
Scrooged, yeah. We went to watch Scrooge last night. I fell asleep. Tam fell asleep.
Yep,
I caught the end of it.
Out on the sofa.
I caught the end of it. That was the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned. So.
I watched the beginning.
We both watched the beginning.
I watched up until these. I saw the first ghost.
I saw the first ghost in the taxi.
Past.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I saw the first ghost because that was his boss with the golf ball coming out the back of his head. Then it was the ghost in the taxi. Then I fell asleep. Then I woke up to some annoying ghost who looked about 12 years old, female, and she really deserved a kick in the cunt. And then I saw all the ghosts towards the end. And that was it. That was the film over at that point. But there you go.
Yeah, I got Tam, go bed.
Yeah, she fell asleep on the sofa, knowing full well that I was sleeping downstairs. So I was like, fucking go to bed, you cunt. Go upstairs.
Oh, you're such a bitch.
I'm such a bitch. We should watch Arthur, the OG Dudley Moore. I actually don't mind Arthur, because they did a couple of them, didn't they?
God, I haven't seen that for years.
Don't watch. I mean, the thing is, you can watch the modern version, but you really want to watch the originals because they are good. They are good. Rick says Boomer confirmed. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't help it.
Anything that you want to share? Anything that's coming up in the diary that you want anybody to be aware of, Sam? When are you next going to stream?
When am I next going to stream? On Thursday.
Thursday. Oh yeah. Fuck. Next. So Tam, you're gonna see Tam on the next 2 T's in the pod on Thursday, Friday, and I'm gonna try and convince her to stream some World of Warcraft on Saturday. I'm actually tempted to get you Don't Starve because I think that'll be funny. So that we can play it on Thursday.
I'll give it a go tomorrow.
Yeah, just give it a go during the day tomorrow because you can play it through my Steam account.
Is Trading Places an Xmas movie?
Yes, it is. Trading Places is.
I've just been watching piles of crappy films.
Oh my God, Tam is lined up with the Avatar. Yes, she is. Look at that's fucking funny as fuck. Tam is lined up with the Avatar. It looks like she has cartoon hands. It is, isn't it?
If I lean that way a little bit more.
Yeah, I need to.
I'm not as fat as the Avatar, though.
Hold on. Let's just have a laugh before. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't change the size of it on this. Nah, fuck it. We'll do it on the next one.
I'm not as fat.
We'll do it on the next one. So myself, I'm going to be back tomorrow, certainly for the Hump Day Chinwag, 2000 UK time GMT. Straight after Baldur's Gate 3, same as usual with Art Dominique. Thursday into some more teas in the pod, as well as Team Play Thursday, where we're going to play some Don't Starve. So you will definitely see me, Nerd Takes, Yanni. Hopefully we'll get Tam playing as well, and anybody else that wants to play the game. After this stream, I'm going to knock up a gaming stream in 30 minutes. So if you're about, come and jump in. Come and stop by. But until then, look after yourselves. Thank you for stopping in. And it's been short and sweet. Look after yourselves.
Good night, all.
Bye for now.